seen, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you could do, I could do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards.
First, big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
first down. Here's the run with Peterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Taken down.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Where's 52? Block 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Undercut. Undercut. Undercut.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, then...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Smith, the Atlanta ball
That's a
carrier.
really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
And goal to go at the 6.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Smith trying to run for it, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air. Ryan after the pick 6. Short throw underneath to Hurst. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 31, check 31.
They give it to Peterson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
On the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Key tight end, key tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Line 36, line 36.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to have the first down past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line.
Complete to Calvin Ridley.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Ryan will throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Smith-Schuster.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, Peterson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
He was tackled.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
3rd and 1.
To throw is Brady. He's got Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down
at the 43-yard line.
Line 36. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Line 20. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Ricardo Allen brought him down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Now Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Ryan took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Everyone, 37 is the mic. Mic 37.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down, Falcons.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go, G. 45, 45, Mike, 45.
20.
From the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
11 on the play. And the Falcon first down.
On first down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle is made at the Bucs 43. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's Brady to throw. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Kazin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a league. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll go again to McCoy. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down.
From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
7.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Ryan looking end zone for Jones. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
They'll turn to Thompson, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this a very important drive leading to the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Brady going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Check, check, check. Switch, switch, switch. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Out, 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 out. Check it, reload.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Peterson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's the strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Let me go.
They'll run with Peterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. They try again with Peterson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
Check it back, check it back. Watch 36, 36 tonight. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Shit, shit. Hey, 66. 36.
Brady to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24, Falcons 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
now Ryan.
At the Buccaneers 30.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Ryan. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
It's a gain of 10.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Ryan to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Smith. Then he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Brought down by
Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing now is Ryan. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Ryan. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
Touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
24.
yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Wait 10, wait 20. Let's go.
They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
Tonight's final score.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. Got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.